Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a circle, a cylinder, and a sphere. First thing we're going to do is marquee our little man again, and go ahead and delete him using the delete key. Then, I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit here. There we go. And I'm going to use my hand tool, that tool there, and I'm going to pan over my screen. Just move it over here a little bit. Okay. Go up to our circle tool, which is right here on the toolbar. Click on that. And I'm going to come over and just draw a plain old circle. Okay. If I look at through my orbit tool, which is right here, I can see that the circle occupies one plane. And I'm going underneath it so you can see that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make it three-dimensional. So I come over and I want it to be lined up exactly with the center of this one. So you can see how the line just comes right off of there. I go ahead and draw my circle. I want it to have a 2-foot radius and I want it to be 8 feet high. So after I've drawn it, I just type in 2 feet and hit enter. And then I go to this tool over here. And this is called the push-pull tool. Okay, so I click on there and I just drag the surface up, type in 8 feet, enter. And we're going to need to zoom out here so we can see. Perfect. Let's orbit around, and you can see that it is indeed a three-dimensional cylinder. Okay, and then now the last one we're going to do is a sphere. Back up to my circle, draw a nice little circle there in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of orbiting here because I want to be so I can just see the edge on that one plane of this circle. Then I'm going to take a circle and I'm going to draw it so it's in the middle of it. Now, you notice when I'm in the center, it gets a tag there that says center. And there's a green circle that surrounds my pencil. And the green is indicating that I'm in a different plane than what I was before. I'm now on the green plane line. And I can go ahead and draw this circle. I'm going to leave it just inside of here. Okay? Now when I go to my orbit tool and I go around, you can see that I basically have one circle that's intersected into another one. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so from here, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask this surface right here to follow me down to this one, and it will fill in all that space. Okay, so there's a tool here called Follow Me. Oops, I'm sorry, it's this one right here. Okay, and what I'm going to do first is I select a surface, go to the Follow Me tool, and I select where I want it to go to, which is here. And there you go, I have my sphere. So I take this and I orbit around, and you can see that I have a perfect sphere. Okay, but I left a little tiny line around the outside, and I do want to get rid of that. So I go up to my arrow tool, I select that, and I get rid of it. Perfect. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is I actually want to show you how to put shadows on objects. Let me just move that one over. So I'm going to select my sphere, use the Move tool, which is right here. I'm going to move it. Oops, I didn't select that. I'm going to move it up on that plane. I'll zoom out a little bit here. Okay, and then I'm going to go up to View, and I'm going to go to Shadows. And you can see that when I did this, it cast shadows down on the ground for those objects. Now, let me get this cylinder out of the way. Again, to move something, you select it. I actually have to select the whole thing here. I go to the Move tool. I just move it. Okay, so let's take a look at this sphere. The neat thing is with this program is that when I select the sphere, and I move it up and down this blue axis, watch what happens with the shadow. It comes closer and closer and closer to the object, which is exactly what happens in real life, and then it's drawn that way. So from this angle, I'm going to take my sphere again and I'm going to move it up, and you can see that the shadow moves further away. Okay, so I want you guys to play with all three of these shapes and actually put in the shadows as well.